Ever felt like traffic is controlling your emotions? Imagine this. You've just had a long day at work and now you're stuck in the middle of rush hour, the noise of blaring horns and the relentless blinking of brake lights, painting a sea of red before your eyes. Speaking of red, here's a little traffic humor for you. Why did the traffic light turn red? You would too if you had to change in the middle of the street. Now back to your dwindling patience. Then, out of nowhere, an audacious driver cuts you off. You grip the steering wheel tighter as anger starts to bubble within you. Suddenly, a stranger, someone you've never met, has seized control over your emotional state. In that, have power over your feelings. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master." Is this the way it has to be? Any person capable of angering you becomes your master, a wise person once stated. But what if I told you that you could change this narrative? Picture it. Instead of allowing your rage to ignite when the driver in front of you behaves recklessly, you choose to pause, you inhale, you exhale, you acknowledge your irritation, but decide not to let it rule you. This, dear, is the power of emotional mastery. In this instance, you've opted not to let another's actions dictate your feelings. You've chosen to withhold your tranquility from someone else's carelessness. Instead, you've reclaimed your emotional autonomy. You've utilized your capability to dictate your responses, your feelings. Always bear in mind your reactions are within your reach. No one, regardless of their rudeness or thoughtlessness, should have the authority to manipulate your inner tranquility without your permission. By controlling your sentiments, you reclaim control. You become the master of your own tranquility. So how do we translate this into our everyday lives? Well, let's start with practicing emotional control daily. When you're in a challenging situation, take a deep breath. This simple act can help calm your mind, giving space to reframe the situation. Mindfulness. Be aware of your emotions, but don't let them control you. See if you can find more positive perspective. Remember, your emotions are yours to control. Don't give the reins to anyone else. As we come to the close of our scene, let's this powerful quote, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Aim to master your emotions to master your peace." And before we end, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for more wisdom on mastering your emotions.